All right, so in this video, what I'm basically going to explain to you is what I'm going to do next year and what you need to do next year in order to achieve your goals in life and how to take control of your life, okay? So first, if you don't know what you want to do in life, you need to find a purpose in life, okay? Because if you don't have a purpose in life, then what are you living life for? You just living it day by day, you're going with the flow. That's not really how you should, live your life, because if you don't have, a structure or a plan in life, then you're just gonna be all over the place. You're not gonna achieve what you want to achieve, and everyone should have a purpose in life. Whether that's become successful, help others, do so and so. You need to have a purpose. Whatever the purpose is, you need to have a purpose. Because once you find that purpose, you'll be able to work towards that purpose. Okay. Like for example, I'll use me for an example. I have a marketing agency, right? Right now, I have a marketing agency. My goal for next year is to make 100K a year, at least per month, with my marketing agency, which in result I'll basically be a millionaire, right? I own this company, right? My company will be worth $1 million essentially if I'm making at least 100K a month, right? That's my goal for next year. At the end of next year, if I, in order for me to achieve that, I need to implement a lot of things in life. It's not easy to make 100K a month. You really need to work towards it. You need to cut distractions out, right? You need to cut distractions out. You need to, you know, spend your time wisely and work towards that goal, okay? So for me, what I'm doing every day, I have a structure, right? I wake up at a certain time, I'm eating breakfast at a certain time, I'm working on the business at a certain time. But all throughout the day, all that's on my mind is I need to do business, I need to do business. I'm not too worried about like, oh, let's, don't get me wrong. Sometimes I get on TikTok or YouTube or, whatever. I watch bullshit sometimes. But most people, they're on TikTok scrolling for hours and hours. I don't have time for that. I need to focus on my business. I need to do what I need to do. Leverage who I need to leverage in order to achieve, my goal for next year. That's my goal for next year. My goal in life is to help people and give people knowledge. That's my life goal, right? But my next year goal is 100K per month, right? That's the biggest goal. I have it on my account. I even have it on my whiteboard. Okay, that's another thing too. If you have goals, write it down. If you write it down, you can wake up to it every day. Like me, I wake up every day and I read my goals every single morning. I read it down the list because when I tell my subconscious mind that I'm gonna do this, it's gonna happen. Okay, because whatever you tell your subconscious mind, that's how your life's gonna play out. Which I'll talk about in a different video about the subconscious mind. But yeah, so write down your goals. Work towards it. Cut out distractions. Okay, like I said, stop being on TikTok. For hours throughout the day. Stop watching Netflix all fucking day. I mean, like I know people literally. This is what their day is every day. They wake up, and these are college people. Wake up, go to class. Guess what they do after class? They might do homework for 30 minutes, but guess what? After that, Netflix all fucking day. What are you doing? Wasting your time. And don't get me wrong. I'm not saying you can't enjoy yourself, okay? You can limit, yourself, maybe, an hour a day in Netflix. That's fine. You got to spend time on yourself, obviously. Life is about balance, okay? But most people don't know how to balance life. They just do what they need to do, get it out the way, and then they say basically, fuck me, I'm not gonna work on myself for the rest of the day. They might go to the gym, but other than that, they're just wasting time in life. Like, and I'm not saying I didn't do this either at a point in my life, but you need to realize what you're doing, and you need to change it if you feel like it's not benefiting you. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. When I was in high school, I would get out of school in high school, come home, play video games all fucking day, all day. And I mean, I can show proof. Maybe I'll pop it in the video. I have 1,000 hours on Counter Strike. That's a long fucking time of me playing some computer game that brought no value to me. Like maybe it gave me entertainment right at the time, but I wasted 1,000 hours just playing a fucking game. And I have more games too. Like I'll pop it on the screen. But I spent all this time watching movie, playing games, and when I could have been better at myself. And that's what you need to start doing. You need to build these habits in order to better yourself. Because if you're not bettering yourself, you're just gonna live stagnant for the rest of your life. Every single day, you need to work towards bettering yourself. Because if you're not bettering yourself, you're comfortable, and you can't achieve your goals in life being comfortable. You think I'm just gonna wake up one day and I'm making 100K a month? Fuck no, that's not gonna happen. I have to work towards my goals, and that's what you need to do. Whether you want to be a doctor, okay, cool. You want to be a doctor, that's fine, right? You need to study. You need to learn all the material. You need to do all this thing to become a doctor. You can't just go to college and then, 4 years later, I'm a doctor. No, it doesn't work like that. You have to grind for whatever you want to do in life, okay? And like I said, go back to me. I want to run a successful business, okay? I need to spend most of my time, outreaching, getting people to work for me, all this other things, right? Study. I need to understand the game of business because, like I said, I'm not gonna wake up one day and 100K per month. It doesn't work like that, okay? And that's not how life plays out. Excuse me. If you just wake up one day and you're just like, I'm gonna just go with the flow, that you're not going nowhere in life. You need to structure your life, okay? That's the most important thing you need to do, okay? And yeah, so that's basically number one. I'm basically trying to talk about. You need to take control of your life. You need to structure it. You need to work towards your goal, okay? All right, so cool. Number one, like I said, structure your life, take control of your life. Number two, you should live a healthy life. Even if you have control of your life, I guarantee you, well, honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you, you probably can't take control of your life. You can't achieve these goals if number two, which is what I'm getting to, is you don't live a healthy life, okay? And that still ties into what I'm saying with wasting your time on TikTok. You're fucking straining your eyes, you're slouching. I don't know. You're on TikTok all fucking day. That's not a healthy lifestyle. That's really not a healthy lifestyle. And yeah, that's what I'm trying to get into. Healthy lifestyle. I would recommend, and I would suggest, you need to do this, okay? I'm just gonna say it straight up. You need to work out. Whether you run, calisthenics, I don't know, fucking power lift, weight lift, whatever the case may be, right? You need to work out, okay? Because that's very important. You're pushing your body to the limits. You're putting stress on your body, but you're putting good stress on your body, which is a thing. Good stress is a thing, right? You're putting stress on your body. You're improving your body, and eventually, well, not eventually, but with a healthy body, you probably have a healthy mind, and a healthy mind, you're more proficient. You can achieve what you want to do in life, your purpose in life, right? And that's just one thing, working out, right? I'm talking so much, I'm losing my voice. Number two, or third thing, I guess you could say, you need to eat healthy too. I'm not saying you got to eat fucking lettuce all day, which honestly, that's not considered healthy. Hold on. If you're just eating lettuce all day, that's not healthy, okay? You need to have a balanced diet. You need to have your carbs, your protein, fats. You need all this stuff. You need calories. All this shit's important, okay? And you need to start tracking that stuff. A lot of people that I know, they say, oh, I do eat healthy. And I'm like, okay, tell me what you eat. I eat salad and fruit, and that's about it. I'm like, okay, where the fuck is the protein? Where's the carbs? No, that's not a healthy diet. If anything, that's a really bad diet. And, you can argue there is fad diets out there and shit like, keto, they don't really have carbs. They eat fat, right? But keto is like a structured diet. And the way, you're eating more fats and less carbs, which, that's a whole different story. But my point is you need to have a healthy diet, okay? If you're not eating healthy and you're eating all this junk food and eating all this sugar and shit, you're not going to be able to perform at your best, highest level. And, if you're not performing at highest level, you won't be able to achieve your goals. Or maybe you will be able to achieve your goals. Let's say you do you still can achieve your goals, right? But you're not going to probably achieve your goals at the pace that you want to achieve them. You need to live a healthy life, okay? And even if you... Well, I'm not even going to say even if you don't live healthy. You need to live a healthy life because healthy life equals healthy mind. Healthy mind equals, successful fucking life, basically. You're going to achieve your goal and, that's something you need to do, okay? A lot of people don't do that. And it just blows my mind. Like, I know people my age, and I'm not trying to be mean. There's people my age, they want to do so-and-so in life. They come to me and they say, oh, yeah, I really want to do this, but I'm not working out, or, I'm fucking on TikTok all day, and I'm just thinking to myself, I'm like, dude. Well, sometimes I tell them straight up, because if you know me personally, sometimes I'm straight up. I don't give a fuck sometimes. Sometimes I try to be respectful, but this video, fuck that. I'm not being respectful, okay? These people come up to me and I tell them, I'm like, you're not going to fucking achieve that in life, okay? I'm just being honest with you. You're not going to do so-and-so in life because you're fucking lazy. You're wasting all your time, okay? You need to cut all these distractions out. You need to eat healthy. All this stuff is important in life. And I guarantee you, if you implement these 3 things, well, I didn't even get into sleep. I'll get into sleep in a second. Well, actually, I'll get into it right now before I say what I was gonna say. Sleep is also very important. I understand people are in college, they got to do exams, right? They got homework to do. I know someone that's a nurse. Shout out to homegirl. I'm not gonna say her name, but you know, I be seeing her Instagram stories sometimes. She's in the library all fucking day, right? And I don't know how much sleep she gets, and I'm not trying to make fun of her, right? But I guarantee you, not even her in general, I guarantee you, if you learn how to like balance that and you get proper sleep, your performance throughout the day is gonna be way better. Okay, and like I said, don't get me wrong, right? People have different lives. Everyone doesn't live the life I live. If I'm being honest with you, I have all the time in the world. Because I dropped out of college, I don't work. I just work on my business. Okay, I have all day basically to do what I need to do and structure it. But I understand people in college, you know, they have classes, they have homework, all this stuff, right? But like I said, everything is balanced. You need to structure out your stuff. And you know, that person I use for an example, I'm not saying she's not structured, but you know, you need to structure all your work throughout the day, but you also need to implement a good amount of sleep through your schedule, okay? At least, I mean, I sleep 8 hours a day, but you should at least try to get 7. 7 to 9 hours a day is optimal. So like I said, I get 8 hours sleep every day. That's good, right? Make sure you're also getting quality sleep, okay? Because, you know, I can sleep for 8 hours, but I woke up 5 times. That's not quality sleep because you're disrupting, you know, your brain's like patterns and shit. You know, you've heard of the science. I can't think of the science right now. I'm not a fucking neuroscientist. I'm not Andrew Huberman. But shout out to Andrew Huberman, by the way. You should watch him for sure. But yeah. So yeah, I mean, get a good night's rest. So yeah, like I was trying to say before, I got into sleep, diet, and exercise. Implement those 3 things in life, and I guarantee you, you'll be able to achieve your goals in life. Okay. All right. So let's say you start implementing those 3 things in life, right? When you start implement a healthy life, what comes along is a positive life. Okay. And when you start to implement, or once you start to have a positive life, guess what? You start to attract positive people. The law of attraction, right? You're going to start attracting positive people. And when you start to surround yourself with positive people, you know, you're going to have a network of all positive people. And, you know, positive people are, you know, I know everyone I know is that's positive tries to help me, right? So all these people are going to help you climb this ladder, right? And eventually you're going to be able to achieve what you want to achieve. And in my case, you know, I have this business, right? And I have people working for me. They're calling for me, right? And I'm telling them, like, you know, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna help you, right? And I'm being very positive to them. You know, I'm talking to them not really as a boss, but as a friend, right? And when you start to, you know, build this relationship with people, they're gonna start to trust you. They're gonna start want to work with you, and those other things, right? I have 10 people. Okay, I'm exposing my business right now. I got 10 people calling for me. Okay, I never came up to them and like, yo, why the fuck you ain't calling? You know, I'm not being negative, okay? I'm being positive because when you be positive, law of attraction, you start to attract positivity, okay? And this is, like I said, this ties into your network. You need to build a network of positive people because when you start to work with positive people, guess what? Like I said, you're going to start to climb that ladder. You're going to start to be closer and closer and closer to your goals. And like I said, my goal, 100K a month, right? I can't do that being negative, talking down on people, you know, being mean as fuck. You know, I mean, maybe in this video it's kind of me being mean a little bit, but I'm not directly being mean to someone, right? I'm just giving you straight facts, right? I'm just being honest with you, okay? Some people like to sugarcoat shit. I don't like to sugarcoat shit, okay? But I'm giving you this knowledge because it's true. Like I said, you start to act positive, you start to attract positive people, okay? And that leads me into my next step. All right, so let's summarize a little bit where I'm at. I talked about cutting out distractions, living a healthy lifestyle. Then I said live a positive lifestyle. And you start building a connection, right? Once you have all this, you know, set in stone, you built your foundation of, you know, the person you want to become, now you can really lock in and start to just grow. It's gonna shoot up like a fucking rocket, exponentially grow. That's how it works. And once you get to this point, it's just gonna take off, and that's the point that I'm at in my life. Okay, I cut out distractions. I have this connection, right? I'm living a healthy lifestyle. I'm prioritizing my time, you know, to, you know, bring value to my life. now all that's left is, time, because I already have all this stuff set in stone. Like I said, all it's gonna take now is time. I mean, I'm still improving. I'm not like, oh, I'm here now, I can just chill. I'm not like that. I'm gonna still work hard as fuck. I'm gonna spend my time wisely, focus on myself, and then guess what? Eventually, it's gonna fucking shoot off like a rocket, exponential growth, and that's how life pretty much plays out. Okay, and let's say, some people are like, no, the fuck is not. Life is linear. Okay, let's say life is linear. Okay, guess what? You're still gonna fucking reach your point in life, even if I don't skyrocket. Okay, eventually I'm gonna achieve my goals, but I don't live life in a linear path. My shit shoots up. That's how I live my life. That's how I control my reality. Okay, that's what's gonna happen, and that's how you should believe how your life is gonna take off. Okay, I don't second guess myself. I don't doubt myself. None of that stuff. When I say I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna achieve something. I'm gonna achieve it. My goal, 100K a month. I'm gonna achieve that in a year, 100%. Okay, I have 12 months. What's that? 365 days to fucking get to the point I want to get in life. That's so much time. So much time. I'm not spending, I'm not wasting my time on, TikTok, Netflix. I'm not watching porn or whatever. I'm not doing all that stupid shit. I'm cutting out all these distractions. I'm focusing on myself, and I'm going to achieve what I'm going to achieve. Okay. And, in a year, if I don't achieve that, look, I'll give you permission. You can make fun of me like, oh, you're still broke, right? You can do that, right? But I know for a fact that's not going to happen because I don't doubt myself. And you shouldn't live your life in doubt. I'm not saying say some crazy shit like tomorrow I'm going to go to the moon, right? That's pretty much highly unlikely, right? But my goal is realistic and I'm going to achieve it, okay? 100K a month. That might sound like crazy. That might sound unachievable. It's not, okay? Especially what I'm doing. The business that I'm doing, that shit is super easy to achieve. And, I'm using me as an example, but it's still, you can still apply it to your life, okay? Let's say you want to lose weight, get in shape, right, in 6 months. That's very, very possible, okay? If you say, I'm going to wake up tomorrow with fucking huge pecs and a six-pack, that's not realistic, okay? Unless you fucking, like, go get implants or some shit. And you're not Natty, right? Fucking Liver King. Nah, I'm just kidding. But anyways, yeah, I mean, I have realistic goals, and I don't live in life with doubt. I'm going to achieve my goals, okay? And I know I'm going on a tangent right now, but that's how you got to live your life, okay? You got to, like I said, take control of your life and shape reality how you want to shape it. But you got to be realistic, okay? Like I said, be realistic, okay? You can't tell yourself tomorrow I'm going to go be the most famous singer in the world. That's not realistic, okay? I mean, that's not realistic. I'm not even going to give you a fucking hypothetical question. That's just not realistic, okay? You got to be realistic when you set these goals and you do all this stuff, right? And like I said, I'm going on a tangent. I'll go on to my next point. All right, I know I said I was going to go on my next point, but I'm going to end it here. That's pretty much the video. If you guys want me to talk about anything else, give me some suggestions. I'll talk about it. I would talk about my agency, but I'm not ready to talk about that. So if you say that in the comments, I'm going to have to say no. But yeah, I mean, if you have any other questions, right, I'm more than willing to speak on it. I like to talk. You can tell I'm just all over the place. But the point of me making these videos, or this video, I guess for now, is I want to be just very, organic. I don't want to be all professional, and I'm just telling you the straight facts, and this is, like I said, this is how my life is going to play out, and I feel like you should also think that too. I'm not saying you're going to do the same exact thing I'm going to do, but you need to set these goals you need to set these goals, you need to work towards them, and you need to believe that you can achieve these. And I'm pretty sure I said this in a video. Whatever you tell your subconscious mind is what you're going to achieve, right? I wake up every day, read my goals. Guess what? I'm telling my subconscious mind, I'm going to be rich, I don't even want to use that word. I'm going to make money. I'm going to be successful. One of my goals is next month or next year is to travel. All this stuff is in my mind, right? I'm telling myself I'm going to do this stuff, right? So, I don't have my body only reacts is like, well, that's what I'm going to do, right? My subconscious mind is telling me I'm going to do this. I'm going to do it. Okay. And that's how you should live life. Okay. I'm going to stop going on a tangent. And yeah, like I said, if you want me to talk about anything else, leave it in the comments. And yeah, that's pretty much it.